Hello everyone, welcome back to the session of English. In this session of English grammar, we are going to discuss practice questions based on the chapter Verb. Okay, so in this session, we are going to discuss some questions which are based on the chapter Verb, and these questions are similar to those questions that have already appeared in our SSC previous year examination. Okay, so let's begin this session. In this session, we will learn or we will discuss 25 practice questions, and of each question, we are going to discuss detailed analysis. Okay, it means each and every question we are going to discuss in detail, in which we'll see each and every question in detail, we'll see the solution and explanation. Okay, and we'll learn a lot of concepts related to verb. So let's begin this session. In this session, we have the question number one, that is, the new taxation rates announced by the government are bound to affect the export sector. Now, if you see the sentence very carefully, these are actually spotting errors based on the chapter verb. Now, what we do in these type of questions, we have to look for each and every part. Okay, we have to look towards each and every part keenly. Now, if you see the first part of the sentence, the new taxation rates, up to this, the sentence is correct. Announced by the government. Okay, who did it? Who did announced it? Announced by the government. Are bound to effect. Now, effect. This word is actually we have two type of words. One is effect and another is effect. Now, if you see these two words carefully, this effect is actually a noun, whereas affect is a verb. Okay, affect is a verb. For example, it did not affect me. So there we write affect. And if I say the effect of this shampoo is very good, so we are using effect to show that this is the effect of the effect means noun, or we are using this effect as the subject of the sentence, thus making it noun. But here after two we need to write verb first form. Okay, so this effect should be replaced with affect. Okay, so the correct answer will be third, where we need to write are bound to affect. Okay, now let us move to the second question. Second question is, on many occasions, we did help the poor people by way of giving them food to eat and clothes to put on. Put on means to wear. Okay. Now, in on many occasions, it means a number of times. We did help. Now, after the word did, do, or does. Okay, did, do, does. If we have any of these helping verbs, after this we can only have verb first form. Okay, so any of these helping or auxiliary verb is always followed by verb first form. Now here we have both the verbs together, that is did and helped, and both are past tense, but we need to write first form after did. So this sentence we can rectify in two manners. Either we should write did help, or we can also use the word helped and we should not use the word did. Okay, so either write did help if we want to emphasize, but if I just want to help, so we can say helped. Okay, we need not write this did help. Okay, so these two can be the alternatives. So answer is in part second. Well, in these type of errors, we need to rectify only that part that contains the error. We need not rectify it. Okay, we just have to identify the part. So here the answer will be second. So we did help the poor. Poor should be replaced with we helped the poor, or we did help the poor. Now let us move to question number 3. Although the manager was keen on getting the work done through Sudhir yesterday, he tries to avoid it. Now if you look at the sentence carefully, the first part of the sentence, that is was, and the second part of the sentence shows yesterday. It means both these sentences are of past tense. And if they are of past tense, we cannot use tries, that is present tense. Instead we should use tried. Okay, for example, although the manager was keen on getting the work done through Sudhir yesterday, he tried to avoid it. So error will be in part third, that is tried. Now let us move to the next one. This is question number 4. The various consequences means outcomes or results of the decision taken by the finance ministry. It means the decision that finance ministry took. What were the consequences of it? That was not foreseen by the bureaucrats. So here we are talking about the subject, which is various consequences. This is the subject of the sentence of the decision taken by the finance ministry. Now this is actually partitive. Okay, after that was not foreseen by the bureaucrats. So as the subject is plural, we need to write plural form of verb. Okay, this is a plural subject. If we need to write plural, if we have the plural subject, we need to write plural form of verb. Therefore this was should be replaced with verb. Okay, so one not foreseen. Foreseen means predicted by the bureaucrats. Now let us move to the question number 5. I never considered him to be a person who would go back on his promise and then do not even apologize. This is very simple. I never considered him to be a person who would go back on his promise. Go back on his promise means break his promise and then do not even apologize. Now, if we have said something negative about a person, in the next clause we can say something negative, but then do not even apologize should be replaced with then not even apologize. We need not write do over here. Okay, so the answer will be third, that is then not even. Okay, in place of then do not even. Now let us move to the next one. This is question number 6. You should never carry tales or told ill for others. You should never carry tales. Whenever we use the word should is always followed by verb first form. Moreover, it is actually the present tense. Okay, so you should never carry tales. Tales means stories or told ill for others. So here tales should be replaced with um, sorry, tails is correct over here, or told ill for others. So this told is incorrect and it should be replaced with tell. Okay, so here the error will be in part 3 where this told should be replaced with the word tell. Now let us move to the next question. This is question number 7. No sooner I had spoken than he left. So in this sentence, you can see the sentence is beginning with the word no sooner. Whenever we begin any of the sentence using no sooner, hardly, scarcely, barely, rarely, or not only but also, if I begin with begin the sentence using any of these conjunctions, we follow the prior. We follow the inversion rule where helping verbs come prior to the subject. Okay, where helping verb comes prior to the subject. Comes prior to the subject. Okay. Moreover, we can also say helping verb comes prior to the subject. It means whatever helping verb is there, it should come before the subject. Now, no sooner I had, so this should be replaced with had I. Okay, so the correct sentence will be no sooner had I spoken than he left. Now let us move to the next one. This is had I spoken. Now let us move to the next one. That is question number 8. A city dweller finds it difficult to pass away the time in a village. So here this away is incorrect usage. Why so? Because we can write to pass the time. Pass means spend the time. Okay. So a city dweller finds it difficult to pass the time in a village. Okay, one who lives in the city, he could not. He found it difficult to pass the time in a village. Now let us move to the next one. Uh, this is question number 9. Visitors were not permitted entering the park after dark. Now, visitors were not permitted. Now, whenever we do something to do something, it is known as infinitive, where we need to write subject plus verb first form. Okay. Now, in this type of sentence, after permitted, we should have to enter and not entering. Okay, so to enter will come in place of entering, and the correct sentence will be visitors were not permitted to enter the shifting park. Sorry, to enter the park after dark. No error. So here the error is in part third. To enter should come in place of entering. Okay. Now let us move to the next one. That is question number 10. Generally, people have not receptive and fail to announce the irrelevant answers they got for straight questions. Now this is a straight questions. Okay. Now generally people do not have receptive and fail to notice. So as this in this sentence we can see that people have not receptive. This is incorrect because the state of being of that person is irrespective. Okay, so here sorry, irrespective. So the answer can be generally people have not sorry, are not receptive. Okay, this have should be replaced with are not receptive and fail to notice the irrelevant answers they got for these paid questions. Now let us move to the next one. Now this is question number 11. He dared to go at the extent side so as to save his colleague. Now, of course, if he dared to go, if the word dared and it shows the positive sense of the sentence is negative. So the correct answer will be no error because he dared to go at the distant extent side so as to save his colleague. Okay, so no error will be the correct answer. Now let us move to the next one. This is question number 12. 10 kilometers is a long distance to walk. So the sentence is absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. So the answer will be no error. Now let us move to the next one. We were looking forward to hear news about the missing. Now whenever we use this phrase looking forward to, it should be followed by helping verb. It should be followed by um, verb first form, verb second form, and so on. Okay, for example, we were looking forward to hearing the news about the missing fisherman. Okay, now let us move to the next one. That is question number 14. One of the questions he asked me was whom you travel with. Now here it is question whom you travel with. This is not the correct pattern of question. It should be written like whom do you do you travel with? Okay. Now here answer will be in part third where it should be written did you travel. Now let us move to the next one. This is question number question number 15. The introduction of job oriented courses and self finance in colleges attract many students. Many students means a number of students and they attract them. Why? Because of introduction of job oriented courses. So the subject of this sentence is introduction of job-oriented courses in the self-financing colleges attract many students. So the subject is introduction, and for singular subject we need singular form of verb. So this attract should be replaced with attracts. Okay. So here the correct answer will be third. So this third part contains error where attracts should replace the word attract because with singular subject we need to write singular form of verb. It is better to keep one's head in the face of danger than losing one's courage. So we should write then to lose one's courage. Okay. So here the correct answer will be third, that is to lose one's courage. Okay. After then we should write to losing one's courage. Now let us move to the next one. This is question number 17. To die with honor is better than live with dishonor. So it is better than to live with dishonor. Okay, so preposition to should come after the word then. So here the answer will be 4, that is no error. Sorry. So here the error will be in part second where we need to write to after the word then. So here the answer will be okay, because we need to write 2, we can write 2 here as well. So the error is in part 3, where to live with dishonor is the correct answer. Okay, now let us move to the next one. This is question number 18. It is I who is to blame for this bad situation. Now in this case, this verb depends on this subject, and for I we cannot use is, instead we should use am. So the correct sentence will be it is I who am to blame for this bad situation. So our answer is second, where we should write who am to blame. Okay. Now, next is Gauri told me his name after he left. It means after he went from there. Now, one action is going on in past indefinite, so other will be in present perfect. So, name after he has left. Okay. Now, let us move to the next question. This is question number 20. We had a lot of difficulty to find the house. So, so the correct sentence will be we had a lot of difficulty in finding the house. Okay. Now let us move to the next sentence. Patience as well as perseverance are necessary for success. So this are should be replaced with is, where we should write is necessary. Now let us move to the answer, that is necessary in place of necessary. Now let us move to the next one. In Singapore, my brother-in-law with his wife were present at the function. So in Singapore, my brother-in-law is one person with his wife were present. So along with his wife, and in this case, whenever we connect two subjects, two or more subjects with the help of, as well as, among, um, or besides, or between, where the correlative pair is not there, where we only use a single conjunction at a time. Okay, in that case, what we do, we write was present in case of were present. Okay, now let us move to the next one, that is question number 23. Having broken down, the driver sent the car to the garage. So here broken down phrase is incorrect. It should be having. The correct answer will be after the car broke down. Okay, after the car broke down, it means its brakes are fail, or it is not working properly. Okay, so here the correct answer will be first. Now let us move to the next one. This is question number 24. Palm oil is beneficial and is used to make products ranging from soap to biodiesel. So palm oil is beneficial and is used to make products, okay, make many products like milk products and so on, ranging from soap to biological diesel. No error. Okay, so here we can use any time of the same thing. So here the error is in part second, that is after is we should write verb third form is used. Well, this is the last question of today's session. When students are ill, they find that they have a lot of work to catch up when they return. So here, because students are ill, we cannot say when they return. In fact, when they recover. Okay, so they are waiting for their recovering. So here answer will be third part, because recover is used in place of return. Okay, so these were some questions and the concepts that we have discussed which are related to verb. I hope each and every question is clear to you all. So if you want to learn more such questions or concepts, stay related with me. Till then, thanks to you.